As we take a look at Sir Peter Balao leading the officials here in the United Center in Montalban. And here we go, not quite yet. So we're gonna not on the floor starting here for Coach Chot Reyes. Let's take a look at the differences between these two teams as Kentucky gets a three-pointer to get going here.
We all know that the calling card of TNT is defense.
Yeah.
That's what's lacking in their last two games. So, you know, maybe there's some adjustment with RHD as some of the players mentioned.
Here's Perkins. And that's another good one. Tyler Theo getting a triple here. The second.
Shared to us that there are some things, though, that frustrate them. If you look at their last two games, they've been out-rebounded and outscored, which Coach Sandy admits has a lot to do with missing.
For their first field goal in this game. And that's interesting, Coach. Coach Sandy did mention the stats that we were looking at as that's a pretty finish from Tuffin.
Oh yes, that's a process of adjustment, as I mentioned earlier, for TNT, because you know the likes of Aftana, Nambatak, even Pogoy, they rely on RHD's movement on offense. He facilitates the offense, but now without RHD, they have to do it on their own. As you saw Aftana there facilitating for TNT.
That was a big basket there for TNT with Aftana getting going. Ken Tuffin! Oh, Ken Tuffin has come out to play. Here's Poyera. Came out in also in the game. Galinato to Simon Enciso. Enciso. Oh, the snatch back. Yes. The J is good. You can see the lack of rhythm on the offensive end. This guy Balungay attacking from the top. Great fight to Simon Camacho. And a better stop from Galinato.
The glass.
But that would be a jump ball. Let's take a look at that there. Galinato just eased it into that rim. That's two monsters going at each other. King Kong versus Godzilla. Ken Tuffin, by the way, we just got a report. As Galinato scores there for the TNT Tropang 5G. Ken Tuffin has just a Charlie horse and will be okay. Thank you so much to Bel Gregorio for passing us that note. Literally. As Jason Perkins scores in the interior as well. Here's R. Garcia. Quarterbacking here for Phoenix. Big from Perkins. Perkins against Point. Oh, gets him up in the air. Perkins taking it strong.
What a fake there by Perkins. He was able to fake off Aram on that shot and is able to make it on the layup.
Phoenix 22, TNT 11. Phoenix have been off to a great start while TNT are still scrounging for answers. Galinato against Balungay, using all his strength, but that's a block from Kai. Case of title hangover.
Could be, yeah, you can say that.
Calvin Aftana going strong inside.
Like what you said, a hangover. Well, we can talk about it later.
Well, we'll talk about it in just a bit because Poyera had the strength advantage. He did move Kai, but then not far enough away. And Kai got the block as Perkins scores over Boy. Here's Sean Manganti. Manganti kicks it out. Garcia, that's a 4. Oh, he drains it. He drains a 4. Well, yeah, the length compared to Poyera, the strength advantage will go to Raul Soyu. As our Pogoy gets his own miss and gets 2.
Good effort there by TNT getting that second shot. Pogoy didn't fail him.
Soyud. Now R. Garcia has it up top. Shamanganti with the pick here for RR. They get the switch. Cobuntin on him. JJ Alejandro back to R. Garcia. Garcia working on Glenn Cobuntin. Little one-on-one basketball here, and he makes it. Garcia driving inside, working on Enciso. Great offensive rebound, and a great finish there for Usoyo. That's the first offensive rebound for Phoenix in this game. They were doing that, but then the shooting just hasn't been here today.
Yep.
As our Pogoy says, wait lang, let me get the numbers up.
Yeah, back-to-back baskets here by Pogoy.
Well, right now, the TNT Tropang 5G have yet to score from beyond the arc, doing better with points in the paint, though. That's the 8th point in the paint here.
Heavily there, the second unit of Phoenix.
Here's Nambata fighting Pogoy on the run, and RR, took that strong. It's Jason Perkins.
This is where TNT is very, very strong. When they score in transition, they make stops, and they score on fast break points.
10-point lead still for the Phoenix Fuel Masters. Tyler Theo with a pick and roll with Perkins. He goes to the other side. RJ Azul, yes!
after Jason Perkins missed the first 2 games because he was feeling under the weather, his record this conference now stands at 1-all. Wanting to bounce back from their Magnolia loss, he observed that there was so much frustration that got to him in that match, as opposed to their victory against Meralco, where he made up for lost time and constantly communicated with his teammates. He confessed that all the emotions got to him, keeping him quiet, which obviously backfired in their previous match. Going up against a championship team tonight, Perk puts a premium on staying mentally sharp, not falling into foul trouble while still being physical and meeting the expectations.
Communication is very important in a team.
And that's the first 4-point miss here for the Phoenix Viewmasters. RJ is a little with a 3-pointer a while ago, though, as our Bogoy scores 2 inside. Right now, Coach, Phoenix are getting everything that they want. Scoring in transition, transition 3s, transition 4s, well, almost had a transition 4 a while ago. But then they're also bullying their way inside. It feels like it's not just the offense is a problem for TNT, the defense as well. Ken Tuffin is having a game here today, Coach. And here's Perk working on Poyera, showing off his handles.
Wow.
Oh, and what a move from Jason Perkins. The little flex as well. What a great first half here for Phoenix, but we're not done yet. Oh, what a steal from Rafi Verano. Verano running the floor on the attack, taking strong. That's a nice floater. Not quite matching the drive. Here's Simon and Enciso. Enciso to Nambatak. Nambatak on the drive, kicking it back to Enciso. They need a 3, and they get it. Read that pass all the way. Calvin Oftana looking around. Kimaurin, Bogoy, Nambatak. 5 out here. Enciso back-to-back.
Back-to-back threes. We might struggle offensively, but we cannot take a day off on our defense. We need to really get on it, make stops, and hopefully our stops will create shots for us, but not like that.
Oftana with a spin. Camacho with 3 fouls, by the way. Not fouling. And Ciso, oh, he keeps on going. The only marksman from TNT hitting his mark.
We have the spark plug of this team, and Ciso showing TNT his value.
Well, they need a shooter. They got a shooter.
Oh, yes.
Simon and Ciso, automatic from beyond the arc here today, as Tyler Dio gets the 2 to make it a 20-point lead yet again.
They cannot afford to allow those penetrations by Phoenix.
Here's Poyera. RR Pogo, I believe he's bleeding on the neck. We have to, I believe the referees will check that later on. Here's Poyera working against Tuffin. Tuffin could not stop Poy. That time, the height working out for him.
Yep, the time TNT went inside and was able to get a basket.
I don't believe the referees have noticed that Arapogoy is still bleeding from his neck.
Yep, yeah. You can see it from here.
Yeah. Here's Tyler Dio. Getting the clear out is 1-on-1. Tyler Dio, the blow by, attacking Nambata. And Tuffin was free for a second, but then unable to get it in the corner. Dio getting the switch, the snatch back. The 3 is good. Bogoy. TNT need an answer. They go to Stingray. Stingray attacking Tuffin. Trying to find Poy Adam. And Adam gets it.
Be able to stop that play.
Well, they saw that they were attacking Poy, and look what they did now. They're going small again, talking about TNT.
Yeah. They're pretty successful in the last part of the second quarter with that small lineup.
Basket is 1. Here's Simon. Calvin Oftana. Oh, that could be big in terms of getting them back in this ball game. Here's Tyler. Out to Perkins on the attack, working on Varilla. Felt so much contact, scores, and he says
Again in the post.
well, they're trying to, as Paul Varilla hits the deck. Oftana against Perkins. They feed Tuffin. Tuffin. Oh, what a pass to Balungay! Talking about the athletic pedigree. Oh, and that is much better defensively here for TNT. Forcing baselines and then getting the steal. And Arapagoy, rather in favor of the Phoenix Viewmasters against the TNT Tropang 5G. Arapagoy, oh, a near backward violation. 10 seconds on the shot clock. Teruela will try again. And
there you go.
Here's Arapagoy. Simon and Ciso. Ebonia, oh, lost the handle. Gotta shoot. Kobuntin to beat the buzzer.
Yes.
Here's Simon Enciso. Enciso We find Kim Maurin, relocates for the jumper, had to shoot it. Great offensive rebound. TNT getting that in.
That's a great offensive rebound by Glenn Cubontin.
Oh, but what a drive there come from Ara Garcia. Perkins showing off his range. Oh! Jason Perkins is having a game for himself here today.
Again, the lead goes back to 21 points for
Ibonia.
Phoenix.
Now to Simon and Ciso. Finding Ibonia here. Ibonia, they're looking for the three-pointers. They're looking for the perimeter shots. And Ciso has been a hot hand, and
There
he
you go.
continues. Same with Simon and Ciso. Normally, he celebrates three-pointers by bringing out the bow and arrow. But when you're trailing this big, it's good that you're not doing that.
Exactly, but you can't leave him wide open like that. He's gonna bury it.
100%, coach. Here's Ken Tuffin. Has had a good game, especially in that first half. Oh, and what a find among Andy. How did he find it? Perkins. Looking at his options. Short shot clock here. Only 5 seconds to play with. Perk. He understands. He sees it, and he gets the basket to go. What a ball game from Jason Perkins. He's feeling it.
Of Glenn Cubontin right there. He was able to stay in front, get him out of position, but Perkins.
Jason Perkins, a little fake. Unable to get it done with Simon Camacho.
Wow.
What a workman's job from Simon Camacho.
Scoring just like in this play. You know, Camacho not giving up on the play, was able to get the offensive rebound and put back in a foul.
You know, I had a chance finding Calvin Oftana. Camacho all over Oftana. He's very much a defensive stopper. Camacho.
There.
Oh, but Heruel, I think stopping that. Make his options here on the attack. Finds Perkins. Perkins will try another three, and he'll get it.
The pick and pop play works wonders for Phoenix.
Here's Oftana. And that'll be a basket. And
Then, you know, knows his role. He doesn't force his shots.
Calvin Oftana. Oh, gets a big triple. Fieldmaster still. Let's take a look at that again. Calvin Oftana with the triple. But the gap still.
Just to get Phoenix off their timing.
Tyler Diaz, short shot clock. Oh, he gets it. Getting everything.
But Diaz said, no way.
I was going to say that was a great defensive sequence from TNT up until that three-pointer. Oftana.
That's bad spacing for TNT.
Oh, yeah. They'll try again, though, and Oftana gets back-to-back triples. At the moment, coach, shooting percentage-wise, they are above 50% from the field.
Wow, that's very remarkable.
And that's a good turnover from Razon, going all the way to Calvin Oftana for the easy two. Let's see how close they can come here, talking about TNT. Calvin Oftana gets two. Avoids the contact, but then couldn't get the finish. Razon goes up for three. That's
There
good.
you go.
Urgency
Yeah,
from
things
this
don't change.
Here's Perkins pulling in for three again. Oh, and Jason Perkins is on a heater.
Adding insult
to injury here.
Yep.
As it is now a 27-point game for Jason Perkins. Bayawal getting an easy two. Now, TNT are going to play this all the way through because the point differential.
Very important case of a tie for the 8th spot.
Again, no playoffs, just tiebreakers sa format natin. As Richie Rivero will take his time here, holding on to this. Razor right in front of him, getting away there from Richie. And that time, a turnover. Richie Rivero upset that there was no call. Ibonia to the corner. Here's Razon. He'll try another three. He got one a while ago. Now he has two. Montalban. There's some players from the south that I know of. I'm telling you right now, it's going to be a long trip home. They want to get home quickly. So,
A very convincing win by Phoenix.
Win.